Hello, I am Amanda, your sexuality coach, and I look forward to sharing this journey, which I've adapted so that you and your beloved can fall asleep with it at night and experience the heightened pleasure of being touched by one another. During the hypnotic part of the session, your unconscious mind will be guided in how to dramatically intensify the pleasure you receive from being touched, so that sometimes you may find that you experience waves of tingling, blissful sensations rippling through your body just from a single loving caress from your partner. We know that a simple touch can communicate so many different things, from sympathy, encouragement, and support to flirtatiousness, sexual attraction, and an expression of love. Touch, after all, is a primal emotional and physical need. There is a vast amount of research that shows how the effects of touch can help people heal faster from illness and helping people experience reduced stress levels as well as to have a more positive outlook in life. And of course, touch plays a key role in helping couples to bond and connect with each other physically and emotionally. When you're first dating someone, or in the early stages of your relationships, you often find that you're incredibly aware of the times when the two of you touch, when their leg brushed yours on one of those early dates, or that first time you kissed. You may have experienced an electrifying sense of arousal and a suddenly heightened awareness of being fully in the moment. Early in a relationship, you often find yourself naturally savoring and appreciating the experience of being touched. The art of Tantra touch actively evokes this heightened state, as two lovers may use a feather to lightly massage each other's naked bodies before dripping fragrant warm oil to moisturize with long, sensual massage strokes. When you and your partner touch each other, whether it's a kiss, a squeeze of the hand, a hug, or whether you're making love, each experience you have of touching each other helps to strengthen your relationship, and it communicates love, support, and connection at a level that's far deeper than just using words. And the more you both enjoy being touched, the more frequently you'll find yourself touching each other, which will help you to deepen and strengthen your love and connection with one another. There's no need to try and concentrate. There's no need to try. Not to try, because your unconscious mind, the part of you that dreams at night, without any effort on your part, the part of you that keeps you breathing, that keeps your heart beating, the part of you that's effortlessly understanding these words, knows how to do this. Your unconscious mind knows there have been many times in your life when you've become completely absorbed in the moment. Times you've become lost in a story, maybe a book or a movie. Times you've become completely absorbed in the characters, the emotions, and you lost track of time. The outside world faded away as you become more and more immersed in the world of that story. And perhaps you know what it's like to be daydreaming on a train, hearing the rhythmic sounds of the train, leaning a bit to the left, a bit to the right, as the train goes round a curve in the tracks, the scenery outside the window flowing past like a river of colors and shapes you don't even look at consciously. You just gaze off into the distance and daydream, and a part of you knows you're on the train, and another part of you becomes more and more absorbed, perhaps in a memory from long ago of sitting by a log fire somewhere really wonderful. Maybe it was outdoors, maybe it was indoors. gazing into the flickering, dancing flames, noticing the colors, the oranges, the reds, the yellows, maybe a touch of blue sometimes, feeling the warmth and the heat of the fire on your hands and on your face, holding your hands out and really feeling the heat permeating the palms and the fingers, listening to the crackle of the logs, smelling the smoke, noticing the way the fire lights up the space around you with a gentle pulsating glow. And in times like this, there's a natural tendency to let go, to relax, to unwind, to breathe in the comfort all around you and settle down inside. That's it. And as that continues to happen, your facial muscles might begin to soften all by themselves as your shoulders loosen, and you might notice yourself taking a slow, deep breath as you let go more and more. That's it. Your muscles are softening and your breathing is becoming smoother, and any thoughts in that mind of yours can also become a little softer. They can have a more sensual tone to them as you begin to really luxuriate in being here, alive, being fully in your body now. Each breath becoming something to savor, the way that a person can sigh with a deep sense of contentment and fulfillment, and let go into a wonderful state of enjoyment. And as I count down from 5 down to 1, you can relax twice as deeply with each number, so that at the count of 1, you'll be in a state of total relaxation, total comfort, and your unconscious mind will be fully ready to work on your behalf. And 5, that's it. Twice as relaxed now. Your unconscious mind preparing to intensify and amplify and deepen the pleasure you spontaneously feel more and more in all kinds of different ways when your beloved touches your body, and for letting go deeper and deeper still. Sometimes the touch will be soothing and deeply comforting, sometimes thrilling and exciting, sending shivers up your spine. And 3, really being curious now how much more pleasure you're capable of feeling. More and more alive to your senses, and 2 times deeper still, as a memory comes to mind of one of those very first times you and your beloved kissed, how you'd been building up to that kiss, wondering when it was going to happen, and then your lips brushed. You moved closer. You could feel your beloved's body against yours, breathing in their scent as you kissed. That's it. And 1 all the way down now, all the way down, into a state of mind where you can honestly, instinctively, unconsciously learn. And your body has an incredible capacity for pleasure. From a gentle, pleasurable on the surface of the skin to a deep rush of pleasure that surges throughout your whole body, making you gasp at the intensity of it. Sometimes it might feel soft, warm, melting, honey-like liquid is easing its way up and through your body. Deep warmth and happiness rising up and up through that body, permeating every cell within you. And sometimes you can find yourself really looking forward to the next time you and your beloved will kiss, the next time you will hug, the next time your hands will lock together and squeeze, the next caress, the next time your bodies are next to each other. And the more you look forward to being touched by your beloved, the more these thoughts and feelings can come to you during the day and in the evening of wanting to feel their touch, almost as if all that pleasure is right there in their hands, right there in their fingers, right there in their lips. A glowing, warm, loving, sensual excitement just there in front of you, waiting for you in their body. And whenever they touch you, you can notice a wonderfully enjoyable tingling energy flow into you, as if there's a static charge in the air, an elemental energy flowing between you, a primal sense of magic and communion between two people in love. And you can sometimes find yourself really craving their touch, seeing that glowing, deeply pleasurable energy there in their fingers, and shivering with delight when they caress your cheek, or when they run their fingers down the side of your neck, and your unconscious mind knows how to intensify this even more now, in a way that can surprise and delight you. And your unconscious mind can integrate these changes, these deeply intensified experience of pleasure inside you now, in a way that truly works in your life, so that it's not as if you'll be always thinking about your beloved. You can still focus on your work, you can still socialize with friends, you can still pursue your interests, but it's like the heat in your relationship has just been turned up several notches, so that here and there throughout the day, this craving for your partner's touch begins to pleasurably ache within you. Sometimes as a subtle feeling of desire for them, sometimes as a really strong longing to be touched by them, and you can find yourself really yearning for the time you can next be with them. And sometimes when you're with your beloved, you can notice how their touch can be so deeply comforting and reassuring, and you can really enjoy being with them. Your arms wrapped around each other, deeper comfort, deeper safety, deeper love. That's it. And then at other times, you can notice an irresistible wave of pleasure and excitement at being touched by your beloved, as if you're once again on one of your first ever dates, and your beloved's leg just brushed against yours, and you felt a tingling pleasure, a sharply heightened awareness of that physical connection. And some evenings, when you're making love, as you sense all that pleasure waiting for you there in their touch, emanating from them, you can find it flows into you whenever they touch you, sometimes smoothly like warm honey, sometimes with electrifying intensity, a sudden burst of bliss, surging up deep in the very core of you, that takes your breath away. And each place on your body that they touch you, sensually, intimately, your chest, your thigh, skin on skin, bodies connected, makes you feel more and more alive to the moment. Everything heightened, your awareness of them, of their pleasure, and of knowing you can give them pleasure in return. You can give them your touch, this pleasure and love and sensual bliss flowing between you, building in intensity, sometimes over the course of hours, days, weeks, sometimes reaching peaks of intensity, crescendos of bliss, sometimes comfortably flowing through you both when you're together. A warm, enjoyable background sense of deep love, connection, and happiness together. And you can listen to this session often and deepen your capacity to feel intense pleasure and joy and bliss from being touched by your beloved. Each time that you do,